Hello, folks. Welcome back to Harrison Ultimate Gaming. I'm Brian Harrison, and today we are back on the track with Teemto Pagaues. Pagaues. I can't say his name. So, anyway, we're back on the new track. I forget the track's name, but we'll get over there and I'll show you. But we're back on the track. We just started this with Anakin Skywalker. Um, no, it's called Sunken City. I remember. Anyway. Um, but before we get started, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and leave a like on our video, and hit the bell notification if you're on YouTube. And if you're on Rumble, don't forget to follow us there, hit the like, and comment. It's much appreciated, and thank you to my subscribers who are subscribed to me. Every subscriber is great to me, and every comment I thank you. I cherish it. I really do. I cherish it all. Um, and I want to continue on, and let's get started with this racer today. We're going down here. We did second place, which opens up to that one. But so let's get started with Sunken. Let's get back. We're doing all the racers. We could, in theory, just do everything and good day, but I had to do it the hard way. Do every racer on every track. And then as I move on and progress, eventually I'll get them all done, and eventually we'll end up down in these areas. So yeah, here we go. Let's see, is that okay? I don't know. Okay, anyway, here we go, and let's get going, I guess. All right, let's start.
It's a gorgeous evening here on the ocean world Aqualaris.
The perfect setting for one of the most scenic pod races in the galaxy. Your host, the lovely and gracious Governess Harris.
The current record holder for this track is Anakin Skywalker.
All right, folks, we're off. Yeah, that's right. We're off and racing again. I'm so happy to be here. I'm glad to be back. I hope you are having a great day and ready for the weekend. I think most of us are ready. Most people are ready for the weekend. It's always fun to do things differently. So, yeah. What else is there? Well, I don't know. Just that we're enjoying this game, and hopefully you can pick up this game for yourself and enjoy it too. Even if you have an older console, you play it on an older console. That's awesome. It's good to get back into games again. I am noticing a thing where people are trying to get back into, or at least some people, because of the upsetness and the uproar of the gaming industry and what it's doing, which is sad because I play games to have fun, not to, you know, not to, what do you call it, not to play their games or to put, their political stuff and all that. A lot of us escape that to actually enjoy playing games. So, yeah. But, anyway, it's losing, I guess it's losing their mind, and people aren't happy about it. But if you're like me, I'm not too worried about it. I do have a backlog of games. I can even buy older games. Some of the older games are cheaper. There are games I don't have that I'm probably like, ooh, I need that, or so I'm set. actually, technically, unless I want to buy something really new, like I save my every penny I can find, and I decide I really want one or two games, I pretty much have a lot of games. I don't have every game. I have a huge library though, and most of us do. Now, some of us have not. Well, maybe not most of us, or most of us have. If we kept our older consoles, we will have a decent library of games that we enjoy playing. Now, for me, this channel, that means we have plenty of games that I could go through. Doesn't mean I have every game, no, but it means I have a lot of games. I have, you know, and if I added all my gaming up together, all the consoles and stuff I have well over, except for movies, which are like the biggest. Our biggest is TV shows and movies, which they're our second biggest is games. We like to play games and stuff, but and it keeps us home. And games are actually relatively cheap if you stay home. If you're not going out to eat, and you're not buying them day one, and you're waiting. Like we go when we get our hard copy of games, we spend $20 on our games. So we really don't, and they're new. They're just not. That we're not paying 60, $70 for games. Um, so yeah, but we have quite a few. We have quite a few games we can play between all our systems, between our Wii stuff and our. Oh, that was bound to happen at some point. But between our Wii stuff and other things, free games we got because we used to be a part. Well, we still are a part of the Xbox Live, but when they did it, they'd give away older games or give away games. So we got a few games from them. So and then they stopped doing that, and I think that upset people. But I heard a point. The only way that these companies would ever change is if we people just decide we can't spend. But I think it's coming sooner than we think because I know of people who are very nervous about things, and that's sad. If you come away to get away from that stuff, I will say to be the first one to say I'm sorry because you know it's sad all around. Everybody should live well and be happy. But games can make you happy, and that's why I find with these older games is that in this older game that you just race it. They're not starting the race off with a political rant on something, or getting into stuff that, most of us in real life we have to live. If we're really thinking about, we don't care. We only care when it affects the lives of people, and it shouldn't affect the lives of people. So, especially when people can't feed their families, and then you have a problem, or medical treatments are hard to come by because everything's too expensive to do it, and then you have to make choices. And so to get away and have entertainment, I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys can enjoy games in spite of what's going on, and that's why, I always enjoyed games, but I could see gaming for some as a escape path, as a way to get away from everything. It's sad that this is what's come to in our world, that we can't just learn to live. I think it's gonna be sad to see what happens in the future. I hope good can happen. I really do. I actually hope they could come out. I'm actually hoping that someone out there is going to come out with a new console that's going to, or come back into the game or whatever they do, come out with an actual console. Now you could in theory get some of these if you know how to study it. You can get these emulators that emulate older games that you may not be able to buy, but you could buy the emulator. That that's another way to go on some of this stuff. If you want something you can play with some family, I would look into it, see if, because most of them will at least accept two. Ooh, wow, that was cutting that close. Anyway, so yeah, um, what else do I say? I guess enjoy games. I mean, that's the if you have them. I'm lucky. I have I don't get rid of any of our consoles. I never have, except for the two that I did early on because of my mother, who was very anti-gaming and very like she kept bothering me about it. So we got rid of it, and I regret it. But it didn't stop me. I mean, I got once I was able to get the Wii, which was way past when the Wii was sold. I happened to be in the store one day and saw them on it. They were selling them for $50, and that's why I got back into console gaming. I had done some PC gaming, mostly like stuff like Sims or Farming Simulator, things like that all along. But I also used a computer for school and used it for video stuff even back then. Two, 2005 is when I actually started doing videos, but not for YouTube or anything, just for me doing it for church and stuff like that. And I bought my own camera, and ever since then I've always loved it. I've always loved doing some sort of video, but that was for me doing it my own, without, with me owning my own cameras, which I do today. That's why I like different types of videos. Gaming is easier for me, and I think it is for a lot of people. If Because most people have the space, you just buy the capture box. You have a computer, you plug in the capture box computer. Elgato is my favorite. I've always used them, so because I know how they work, and if there is something better, and I feel like it's actually better, I'm not afraid to move on to a different one. But this is what I have, and I love it. So I encourage you to get into maybe even showing off your favorite games to people. Never playing it for fun. Maybe we get back into fun and enjoy the life we have. But I want to thank you for watching my video. Thank you very much. And if you're doing all the stuff I mentioned earlier on this video, you're following me, you're subscribed to me, I want to thank you. It means a lot to me. Even if you're just watching the video, and it means a lot to me. A view is a view, and it is awesome to have views as well. So I really want to thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I hope I could bring more games. Like I said, I do actually have plenty of games I can bring. I have a fairly library. I probably have over 500 games, maybe even 6. That's thinking off the top of my head. But we'll see what we can bring and see what we can do. But until next time, God bless you, and bye for now.